Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Batman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with flagpoles? They're like, they're like, stripper poles with the ground. I mean, what do you fucking do with flagpoles, man? Like they're just ridiculous. You mean, look, you put flags on them. You got me there. You put flags on them, but that's pretty much all you do with them. Like we've dedicated an entire pole for putting a flag on it. Now I'm not saying it's necessarily all that bad, right? Like whatever, it does what it says it does, but. Just a pole for putting a flag on it. That's all it's for. It's not. You don't have like a multi-purpose for that. Can't like put some laundry on it too while it goes up there to air dry at a higher, less resistance. There's less things to block it when it's up there. You don't want to use it as like a lightning rod thing too to like connect electricity for stuff. You just want to have it be a pole to put a flag on. And they're not all huge, I guess. Sometimes you just have a little flagpole sticking out somewhere to just hang. Like if like marching bands are carrying around flags on little mini flagpoles, or you have it just sitting somewhere inside. Usually not a gigantic pole you put a flag on, but there are usually other ways inside. You could probably fasten a flag and get it up there, and you wouldn't necessarily need to have a pole for it. I don't know. This was like such a specific thing. This pole is just for flags, and that's the entire reason we have this pole. It's not like like I don't know, like a telephone pole. Like that's for telephone wires, or like like the poles up there for like power lines and shit. And like I understand why we need those. That makes sense to have those are kind of necessary in in most ways. In a lot of ways, yeah, you kind of need those, right? But like fucking, what do you need? You really need a flagpole? It seems like a kind of a luxury, really. It's just a thing you can put your flag on. If your flag's super important, you need to put it on there. I don't know, stick it on like a side of a water tower, maybe that's already up there, or stick it on the pole for like the telephone pole or some shit. I don't know. Put on like the pole that's holding up the stoplights or the street lights, maybe. There are other poles. I just don't see why we can't at least have like somewhat of a multi-purpose pole and do something more beneficial than keep a flag up. That's all I'm getting at. I mean, like, not to say that's necessarily a terrible thing to have. It just seems like a very strange luxury and it's just super specific to dedicate a pole just to that. I don't know. I mean, I know I talked about this before in episode 59 of the show, but I didn't actually talk about it. That's what was supposed to be. What was funny about it is somebody suggested I talk about flagpoles, and what the fuck do I say about flagpoles? And so instead of trying to think of anything to say about flagpoles, I just said, what's the deal with flagpoles? Now it's an entire episode, haha. So I thought I would go back and do that justice, especially because that was a suggestion, and that person left, I believe, a lot of suggestions, but I think I took that one a little less seriously than I could have. I think it had more potential than I gave it credit for, and here you guys are seeing the finally seeing this topic come to its full potential, at least in terms of me, because I mean, like, it maybe could be done better, but I'm only so funny, and this is it. If it reaches any funny at all to begin with, we have found it. It is here. It's nothing but downhill from this point on. with me and my speaking of flagpoles. So, what is the deal with flagpoles? They're like telephone poles with the ground. And damn it, I wish I had thought of that when I started the episode. But I'm not going to edit it back into there because that would look ridiculous. And I am just... I can't afford to look ridiculous.
What's the deal with sand? What's the deal with sand? What's the deal with sand? What's the deal